I'm June Simons. I'm a social worker on the Children and Young People's Assessment team. I joined as an agency social worker a year ago, and as I speak, I am now a permanent employee. I absolutely love the outdoors, love coming here very early in the morning. Sunrise is beautiful, just gives a sense of peace, that tranquility. I like to just reflect, just hear the waves, the peace that comes from it. And also I find real connection with others. Sometimes I work with a group of friends, a local community group, and it's just the connection with others. I think it's exhilarating to have that opportunity and that close proximity as well. So close, living so close to the beach is the best. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So my name's Jamie Lydiard. I'm a social worker in the PLO and court team. And today, part of the day is we're going to move a baby from one foster placement to another. So I'm just heading there now. This can happen from time to time. Sometimes within our placements, they're only there for a certain period of time. And so we can move children and babies in a planned way. And other times, sadly, sometimes circumstances are out of our control in this particular case. And we've had to try and find an alternative placement quite quickly. But we're very lucky in Bournemouth. We've got a really strong sort of foster network. And so we've been able to find what we feel is a really good match, a very experienced set of carers. So we're heading there to do that move. And part of what we want to try and achieve here is to give the new carers as much information as possible so they feel as comfortable as possible taking on the care of a baby.
I'm Cyra. I'm an assistant team manager. I've been with BCP now for just over 3 years. Lots of meetings. There's always meetings in this job, and there's always meetings in the diary. Today I've been in a meeting with a family that are currently looking after their nephew, and they're not in our local authority. So we meet weekly just to provide them with a bit of added support. The family are currently in proceedings. It's just to make sure that this period, which is really difficult for the child, is as smooth as possible, and that's what we get by having those weekly meetings. It's going really well. Family feel really supported. The child is really settled, which was actually quite a shock because it was quite traumatic for the child. Doing really well and thriving.
Placement move just went really well. Baby was really settled. They'd had a nap earlier today, so it just meant that they were alert and could look around, and it's just helpful just to build that attachment early on. When it comes to placement moves, especially when it comes to babies, it can get quite emotional. We as humans, let alone social workers, really want babies, children to be with their families as long as it's safe to do so. And at the moment, we don't know if that's the case. We have to go through these assessments. We have to go through this process and these proceedings to see where we are at the end of it. We also know very often that we're moving them to a place where we can see them continue to develop and continue to thrive, and we can take some excitement and some hope from that as well. So with child protection, we have to do announced visits where we make arrangements ahead of time that we're going to see them. And other times it's unannounced. So today I'm going to finish off now. I'm going to do an unannounced visit in one of the towns nearby just to check on those children. They're school age, so I have to wait for them to come back. But again, it just gives me an opportunity to see what life looks like at any given point.
For me, it's the supportive team that I'm a part of. It makes a huge difference. My managers, my team members, absolutely amazing. And the culture of support, the culture of being able to empower our families and the opportunity to be able to do that, to make a real difference, is what really drew me.
The families we work with, it's a privilege to be working with them. And I think the support that we offer is appreciated as well. The team that I work with, not just my team, but the overall service of the team that I work with, we have laugh in the office. We keep each other going because of our sense of humour, and sort of treats that we bring in for each other just to keep us going. And we recognise each other if people are having bad days. We know each other really well, so people sort of always make sure that they're okay.
Being a social worker can be stressful, but actually learning to know the difference and the balance for work and life is really important. So for me, I retreat here very early in the mornings, so sunrise, I walk, sometimes I jog, and also sometimes I sea dip. I don't sea dip on my own, I sea dip with a group of friends.
So obviously one of the difficulties is that we hold a lot of that emotion with us, and sometimes it can be vicarious trauma as well, depending on the severity of some of the things that we see. And being able to unwind and come away from that is really important. We need to maintain that emotional capacity, not just for ourselves, but for our own families, for our partners, for the people that we spend our time with. We're very lucky here in Bournemouth that we have the beach so close. So often in the evening I'll take a walk down there, and that's just quite relaxing, obviously helpful when it's sunny like this.
I go on dog walks, particularly down the beach actually, because the dogs love the sea. I do a lot with my children, going out and about in the forest, and obviously going out occasionally when you get the odd babysitter with your friends. So yeah, that's what I do to unwind.
As practitioners, we love to reflect. So it can be a really good way of reflecting, perhaps on what you've been dealing with work, and just offloading and just enjoying that peace. To any social work practitioner, if you're feeling stressed, a bit burnt out, you're looking for new horizons, actually the opportunity to come to Bournemouth, brilliant. I would say definitely recommend it. And it's a wonderful place to work, it really is.